this problem, we want to find the focus and directrix of the parabola with a given equation and then graph it. We got y squared plus 8x equals 0. So we got y squared plus 8x is equal to 0. First thing we have to decide is what formula to use. We got two formulas. First one, the top one is where the square root is on the x. The bottom one is where the square root is on the y. Well, in this problem, we got the square root on the y. So we're going to use the bottom formula. Our formula says we got y minus k squared is equal to 4p times x minus h. That's our standard form. Now we're trying to get this to look like that. And I noticed from my standard form that let me write that a little bit cleaner. There we go. I noticed that we got y's on one side, x's on the other. You can't have them both on the same side. So to begin with, I'll take that 8x and move it over. So we got y squared is equal to negative 8x. Now I want this to be y minus or y plus a number squared. So I'm going to rewrite this as y minus 0 squared. Because y minus 0 is y, and y to the second power just gives you y squared. So I don't change its original value. Now over on the other side, I have to have a parentheses before the x, and you can always create a parentheses before the x by factoring out whatever number is in front of it. So I'll factor out negative 8. So then we have y minus 0 squared. We want to rewrite the negative 8 as 4 times something, and this one's pretty easy to see. 4 times negative 2 will give you a negative 8. And we want this to be x minus or x plus a number, and I'll rewrite that as x minus 0. So now it's in our standard form. Whatever numbers with our y will be our k. This will be opposite sign, though 0 doesn't have a sign. Whatever numbers inside the parentheses here will be our p. So p is negative 2. And whatever numbers right here will be our h, opposite sign. So h will be 0. Now our vertex is always hk no matter which formula you use. So we'll have 0, 0 for our vertex. Now they're asking us for our focus, and we said we're using our bottom formulas. So our bottom formulas here, our focus will be h plus p comma k. Well, h is 0, and p is negative 2, comma, k is 0. So this be negative 2, 0. Now our directrix is x equals h minus p. Well, h we said was 0, minus p, which is negative 2. Negative, negative, we're going to get x is equal to a positive 2. And do we want to graph this? Yeah, graph it. Okay. So our vertex is 0, 0, right here. Our focus is negative 2, 0. So negative 2, 0 would be right there. And our directrix is x equals 2. So that'd be our directrix. Now I'll drop a point. And again, the distance from my point to the focus should be the same as the distance from my point to the directrix. If it isn't, then I keep moving my point out until they are the same. Maybe right there. Again, that distance from the focus to our point should be the same as the distance to the directrix. Looks like I got a little bit off, but that's okay. Then I'll drop another point. Maybe right there. And again, that distance there should be the same as the distance here. And I'm a little bit off again, aren't I? But this is just sketching, so don't get real worried about it. Once you get a couple points and you know a parabola's got a curve to it, so looks like that. And then by symmetry, this will look the same reflected up. And that would be our answer.